When learning a new character, it's important to explore what your character's strengths are and try to maximize it. Likewise, you find what your character is weak at and mitigate that. With my being released, I thought I would give my first impressions. I'll also give some insight on how I approach learning this character. This won't be an official guide, but there might be some things in here to get you started. Before jumping into training mode, I like to go into the trials and see what the game wants me to do with the character. It may not be optimal to do these combos, but it shows us what's possible with the character. Whenever I start a session, I'll go back into the trials and do them again. This helps me build muscle memory with the character, but most importantly helps me with the timing of how these things link together. Once we have a good feel, I'll go into the training room, and first thing I'll do is take a look at all of the character's normals. The first thing that stuck out to me when it comes to Mai is the frame data for all of her moves. I noticed that all of her normals on block are actually minus. She has no plus frames on any of her normals. And even though they're minus, they are unpunishable. They're actually safe on block. But since they're minus, you lose your turn. This tells me that this is a character that's not going to pressure up close like Cammy. This move here is cancelable and only -3. And at this range, not really much Ken can do other than throwing out like a heavy kick. The same could be said for her heavy kick. It covers a lot of range and it's unpunishable. Coupled in with the fact that the button that Ken wants to retaliate with is gonna whiff, and having buttons that reach so far and are cancelable, this is a huge strength for Mai, and it's a strength that we should be trying to leverage. Her hard kick is interesting as well because it takes half a drive gauge and pushes you back outside of most light ranges. Some characters like Ken have long range lights, so it will make connection. But if you're slightly at range, that light kick will whiff, which again leaves Ken open for a whiff punish. At first glance, I thought her crouching medium kick didn't have enough range, but at this range, Ken won't make connection either. Her backdash is not great, but her walk speed is really good, and her dash is really fast, which makes her drive rush fast as well. If a character does not have a fireball, I think her fans are very good. Even if you don't charge them, the recovery is very good. So, coming from Jury, this is kind of nice. Now, the elephant in the room is going to be her charge fan. I find this to be the most fun part about playing her. If your opponent tries to hold down back, you can always go high and then force them to get hit. And obviously, the same thing applies for low attacks. If your opponent decides to parry, you can always throw them. And since she wants to play at a range where she's far out, most counterattacks are going to whiff, which you can always go for a whiff punish and let that fan hit them. Since that fan is going to come down either way, and if they do want a reversal, well, they're wide open for a big punish. Now, I haven't looked much into her level 1 shenanigans, but I do recognize the strengths in it because it opens up so many more combo routes and a lot more damage potential. There is a lot of utility that you can get from this level 1. And once optimized, we can turn one mistake into a corner carry and a lot of damage. For now, let's look at a few things to get you started with the character. First thing, this combo is going to be a staple for your offense. If you play Jury, this will look very similar. After you hit this, you can dash up, but you're not in throw range. And after this combo, once we dash in, we still are plus a few frames. That means we have a few frames to walk up, and even though Blanca wants to hit a button, we still can dash up, walk forward a few frames, and still press a button. Likewise, we could dash up, walk forward, and throw. Getting used to this timing, I think, will be very important. And while I have your attention, I want to point this out. This combo here gives me a lot of grief. This is because sometimes with Jury, I hold down forward to do lights. And if you hold down forward while doing this, sometimes you'll get DP. So if you have problems where you get DP instead, make sure you're being clean with your inputs, or hold straight down for the down attack, or hold down back to make sure you don't accidentally DP. Even sometimes doing this combo here, I would have some problems because I would hold forward before starting the quarter circle forward kick. So to rectify this, I made sure to go down back. Remember I said none of her buttons are plus on block. If you dash forward, you can always walk forward and throw. But if you leave the forward walk out and just do back hard kick, you get +1. That's because back hard kick has 5 active frames. And if you hit a move in the later part of the active frames, you can augment the frame data. And if you think someone's going to press a button after the back hard kick, you can combo after this. But remember, a lot of her buttons will force you out of range of their light attacks. So delaying your next attack and waiting for the whiff is also a possibility. Very important to pick your combo route wisely because if they're crouching or standing could change your combo route. Common way to end your combo is going to be going from quarter circle back hard punch to quarter circle forward light kick. But quarter circle back hard punch does not hit crouchers. None of her buttons force stand except for one button, and that's going to be back hard kick. One of her staple drive rush combos is going to be standing medium kick, standing hard punch. But remember, it will not force stand, so this won't work. Instead, you want to drive rush cancel into back hard kick to force stand. Unfortunately, you can't go back hard kick, standing hard punch. You would have to go back hard kick, crouching medium punch. But that's fine because you can do back hard kick, crouching medium punch into quarter circle back heavy punch. What I plan to do to practice this is going to be this drill here. Go into the settings and turn on block all. From here, we're going to go over to block reversal and have a standing attack and a crouching attack on at the same time. After Terry blocks an attack, he's either going to do a crouching attack or he's going to do a standing attack. This will allow me to confirm whether or not he's crouching and adjust my combo accordingly. If he's crouching, I'm going to go for the back hard kick route. And if he's standing, I'm going to go for the standing medium kick route. But as a measure of safety, you can always go with the back hard kick route, whether or not they're standing or crouching. This is an advanced drill because this works off a crouching medium punch into drive rush cancel. If you do crouching medium kick drive rush cancel, the standing medium kick will not work. In that case, you would have to use back hard kick. This is something I plan to practice now so that down the line when I'm looking to optimize every little bit, I'll already be used to it. And you might be asking me, why am I using drive rush back hard kick so much? Obviously, we don't want to use all of our drive gauge on a drive rush normal, right? If you want the back hard kick to hit on the last possible frame, you have to be plus 11. This setup here leaves us at 41 frames, and a whiff throw has a total of 30 frames, which leaves us at plus 11, which set up the frame gap that we were just going over. A quick note about this too is that if your dive kick hits at that range, you're plus 41, but your dive kick hitting at different altitudes will give you different frame data. So if there's ever a time where you want to set up a safe jump, if you do drive rush cancel back hard kick and go into this target combo, it puts you at the perfect range for a plus 42, which, correct me if I'm wrong, is what's necessary for a safe jump when it comes to Mai. It covers both OD reversals, light 5-frame reversals, as well as hitting as deep as possible to get the most frame advantage that you can get. The downside of this is that you're going to be losing a little bit of damage going for the utility of the safe jump. After a throw, Mai will be left at plus 21. With this in mind, Mai also has an 18-frame dash, so after the dash, she's plus 3. If you play Jury, this looks very familiar. Even though he's going to wake up with a 4-frame attack, after a dash, you can always throw him again. You can also set up another attack. This, however, is not as free as Jury because remember, she has no plus on block attacks. But she does have light attacks that reach from pretty far away and a medium attack that moves her forward. This might be a situation where I start using my fans to set up something. I am all about hitting that back hard kick because you get so much value off of it. In the corner, if you end your combo with quarter circle back heavy punch into light DP, after a dash, it sets you up for the back hard kick. You do lose a bit of damage not going for the heavy DP or even going for the quarter circle forward light kick. But you can always choose to go for the utility, and this is an option. That said, on a wall splat, I like to do target combo into light DP, and you can set up the same frame trap. As for a punish counter, this has been my cash out combo that I've been using. It doesn't require any fire stocks, it's pretty accessible. It might not be the most optimal, but for now, that's all I got. I don't think Mai's value will be easily accessible at the start. Because of her fans and her level 1 install, I think she has a lot of deep tech to her, and I'm excited to learn more about this character. If you like my jury guides and you're looking to learn more about Mai, you should subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. At the current time, I don't think Mai is going to be in the top 5. However, I think she'll be a very good character. So I look forward to learning more about this character with you all. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Have a good one.